The NFL has a long history of ferocious defensive players. Some have changed the game forever, and others have made a lasting mark on the franchise that drafted them. Even though football has become an offensive-driven game, defense still wins championships. That fact has made some teams swing for adding the most talented players they can find through the college draft. The defensive player that was in line to uphold the mantle of ferocious defenders and become a #1 overall pick is Travon Walker. Noted as a generational talent due to size, speed, and overall freakish athleticism, Walker was taken with the first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. But was it worth it? Can Walker live up to being the first overall pick, and was he truly the best player in his class? I'll unravel the story of Travon Walker. Walker attended high school at Upson Lee in Thomaston, Georgia. At Upson Lee, Walker was a standout in both football and basketball. Walker displayed his athleticism every chance he got, especially on the football field where Walker excelled the most, playing on offense and defense, even running a little QB at times. Walker racked up a decorated high school career in basketball, his first love, leading the Knights to consecutive 4A titles. Walker was selected to represent the East in the 2019 All-American Bowl, 24/7 Sports 5-star prospect. Ranked as the second defensive tackle nationally, the 24th overall prospect nationally, and the #5 prospect in Georgia. Rivals.com 4-star prospect, ranked 40th nationally, the #4 strong side defensive end, and 6th in the state. Prep-Star magazine 5-star prospect, 18th prospect nationally, 4th ranked defensive tackle by ESPN 4-star prospect, 51st nationally, 6th defensive end, and 8th in Georgia. Travon would of course receive a bunch of D1 scholarship offers from programs all over the country. However, as tempting as it was to start a collegiate career elsewhere with the hopes of living up to becoming an NFL draft pick, only one place was right for Travon to accomplish his goals. On July 24, 2018, Walker would commit to a hometown favorite and join the University of Georgia. Travon Walker earned the opportunity to get playing time early at UG. As a freshman, Walker was named to the All-SEC team as voted by the league's 14 head coaches and named co-winner of Defensive Newcomer of the Year. Walker played in 12 of 14 games and finished with 15 total stops, including 2.5 sacks and 3.5 tackles for loss. In addition, Walker contributed 8 QB pressures. Walker's sophomore year, he contributed comparable numbers in 9 games played. His junior season would get him back on the NFL first-round radar. Walker started at D-tackle in all 15 games, finished with 37 total tackles, second among interior linemen, had 6 QB sacks, 7.5 tackles for loss, and a team-high 36 QB hurries. Career-high 7 QB pressures in the college football playoff championship game versus Alabama. Also logged more playing time than any other D lineman, 56% of total defensive snaps, and finished with a then-career best 4 tackles. Walker would declare for the NFL draft, adding to a list of talented players coming from the University of Georgia. Walker showed that even with just 1 season starting under him and winning a national title, he was an elite athletic anomaly. At a chiseled 6'5", 272 pounds, Walker hit a 4.51 40-yard dash, one of the fastest ever for a defensive end, and made more impressive by being several pounds heavier than others. Walker also hit a 93rd percentile 3-cone drill, checking even more boxes. The Jacksonville Jaguars were holding the rights to another #1 overall pick and had their QB in place. Now it was time to add an anchor on the defense. On April 28, 2022, with the first pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars selected Travon Walker, DN Georgia.
Travon Walker's a fantastic football player, and I hope he has a fantastic career, and they moved us. Was it worth it?
With the Walker selection, that marks the 4th DN taken with the #1 overall pick since 2006. Those players compared to Walker stack up like this: Mario Williams, 2006, 97.5 career sacks, 4-time Pro Bowler, and made 1 first-team All-Pro team. Jadeveon Clowney, 2014, 3-time Pro Bowler. At the recording of this video, Clowney has 53.5 career sacks, 15 forced fumbles, 1 interception. Myles Garrett, 2017. Garrett has been the most productive and accomplished player at the position over the last 8 seasons, earning 3 first-team All-Pro team nods, 92.5 sacks as of now, 5-time Pro Bowler, and the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. Walker never made All-Conference or All-American, unlike his counterparts during their respective collegiate careers. In the NFL, none of these players have won a Super Bowl with the franchise that drafted them. I'm inclined to believe that Walker is actually being misused, despite him being on pace to have the best season of his career thus far. My critiques of his game is that Walker does not have a great feel for the game and how offenses want to attack him on the edge. Might be crazy, but feel he is better rushing inside out rather than outside in, meaning a position change could be what is best for the young player. I would put him in an undersized DT role, maybe 3 or 2 technique. Let him play like an Aaron Donald. His size and athletic ability should allow him to be more than formidable in that role. Getting his hands involved in the point of attack faster will equip him to use his power and strength to defeat blockers. I've seen him destroy guards using proper hand placement and then quickly shedding his blocker. He can shed blockers when he is engaged and doesn't give up ground at the point of attack. However, Walker can be locked in a stalemate when his opponent has good technique. His bag of moves off the edge are limited and counter moves are limited too, but that could be due to not playing on the edge a lot before getting into the NFL. Biggest strengths for Walker is his speed and turning that into power. He has long arms and uses the speed to power to get underneath offensive tackles and turn the corner on them, getting to the QB in a hurry. Once he is shaded inside of blockers, he can beat them almost with ease. He is quick to recognize when teams are trying to do the same thing to him, like run quick screens or stretch zone plays. While not a game plan wrecker, he can make offenses pay for trying things on him to many times. Where we are right now, Walker has been a disappointment but not a total bust, and he has the will to be a great player in the league. With the Pro Bowl player taken with the very next pick, Aiden Hutchinson, having hit his stride with the Detroit Lions, pressure has been placed on Walker to prove the Jaguars were right for selecting him #1 overall.
I think more teams had Hutchinson #1 on their board than Travon Walker.
Not to mention, 2-time All-Pro player and corner sauce, Gardner was taken in the top 5 also. While Walker has a lot of developing to do still, especially having not played on the edge as long as other players in his draft class. The Jags have expectations, and so do the fans. Walker has the tools to finish the 2024 season strong enough to make the Pro Bowl at the very least. As I stated earlier, none of the players taken with the #1 overall pick since '06 have won a Super Bowl with that same franchise. Although no matter the position, having a #1 pick does not mean a championship will follow. Taking a defensive player with the first pick of the draft is a big gamble and does not get you a Super Bowl or a for sure Hall of Fame talent. For Walker, we will have to check in to see if this story ends without any regrets on both sides. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash the like button and comment your thoughts on Travon Walker. Did the Jaguars make a mistake drafting Walker #1, or is Walker poised to break out and prove he was the right pick? Be sure to hit that subscribe button for the best storytelling in sports. Until next time, y'all, peace.